This is Fox 2 News at 6.
We want to welcome you to Fox 2 News at 6. I'm Hillary Golston.
And I'm Dave Spencer. This weekend, for the first time this season, we are using that four-letter word that starts with S. Yes, of course, snow.
Yes, and we won't be in deep snow, but snow happens.
It certainly does.
I think you know what we're alluding to. Let's start off with someone who really knows her snow. Weather Authority, Stephanie Mead. Hey, Steph.
Hey, yeah, so we could see some snow. Now, it's not going to be huge totals, but it is the first of the season and something we really haven't experienced for several months. So the first one's always the toughest. We have showers just a little further west of us. We have winter weather advisories along western parts of the state, also northeastern parts of the state. The UP have winter weather advisories and winter storm warnings. Now, for us here, they haven't issued anything. They might as we head into early Monday just for tricky travel. But for right now, we're just looking at really quiet conditions in terms of advisories, warnings, or watches, which is great. We do have a little bit of moisture down near Lenawee County. This is starting to mix for some locations, but most of it is falling as rain at this point. Out near Chicago, they are seeing more so rain, and this is out near the Bean where they are seeing some moisture on their lens there. Temps are in the 40s right now, so they are falling slowly. 42 in the city of Detroit, 40 in Grand Rapids, 36 in Bad Axe. Those numbers are going to continue to go down too, so alongside the snow comes a cold, so we'll have timing on all this in the full forecast in about 10 minutes. Dave, over to you.
Thank you, Stephanie. Well, when that snow falls, crews get ready to get it off the roads. Drivers are on call 24/7 if necessary, and they can work 16-hour days. Unfortunately, with the first snow, we see it almost every year, there are tons of accidents on the roads. People forget, seemingly, how to handle it. So keep this in mind before you get behind the wheel.
Even though we'll be out there, if the weather is at all inclement, we will be out there salting and plowing, but that doesn't mean the roads will be perfect everywhere all the time. And we ask the people, please drive for conditions. Slow down when there's any snow and ice. Even when we're out there, you need to slow down and drive at a safe and reasonable speed for those conditions at that time so that you get home safely.
When it comes to snow removal, naturally, the busier the road, the more attention it gets. Subdivisions are considered the lowest priority since they have the lowest speed limit, but crews will get there once those main roads are cleared of snow.
Well, there's no deal in Washington. Senators are holding a rare Saturday meeting, but so far they can't get to the 60 yes votes that they need. And that means the shutdown, it continues. One place where people are feeling that is obviously the airport.
Yeah, we're talking about DTW, one of the dozens of airports all across the country experiencing flight reductions, delays, and cancellations that are piling up. Fox 2's Camila Mary live tonight at Detroit Metro with the latest on the situation. Camille, how are travelers handling this?
Yeah, well, I got to say, obviously there's hundreds of cancellations across the country, but if you're flying anywhere, it might be a good idea to fly out of Detroit Metro, out of the McNamara terminal, because right now, as of last check, there's only one cancellation and about 12 delays. Take a look at some video as we've been talking about for the past few days. We've seen dozens of flights every day canceled. Like I said, this, what I just told you about now, that one, that's just a snapshot, because obviously we're talking throughout the day, there's cancellations and delays. But right now, not a bad place to be if you've got to fly out tonight out of Detroit Metro. But this has definitely caused headaches for a lot of people trying to get to destinations. A lot of people who have connecting flights, missing those connecting flights because of the delays, then having to reschedule, sometimes getting to a destination, but their luggage doesn't. So it's kind of a domino effect that we're seeing. And of course, this is happening because the FAA has mandated airlines cancel flights, reduce flights because of the air traffic controllers. They are not getting paid because of the government shutdown, and they have very stressful jobs. They're still coming to work every day and doing their jobs, but obviously just to cut back on the strain, they're cutting back on flights. And obviously that it creates a domino effect. But take a listen to what travelers are having to say about this whole thing.
We're going to have positive attitude. We're going to New York. Come on, New York City. We're going to have girls' time.
I mean, obviously it's an inconvenience that flights are being canceled. First world problems.
What you going to do? Nothing you can do, man.
Hope everything can just get back to normal here pretty soon. This is enough of all this.
And of course, when is everything going to get back to normal? That remains to be seen. But we've been talking to travelers. I've been out here the past 2 days, and they really just want it to end specifically so all these people can get paid and all the federal workers who are not working right now can get back to work. Just a mess on so many levels. But hopefully, if you're flying out this weekend, you'll get to where you need to be all in one piece. And then, of course, if it's late, it's late. But we'll just have to deal with it. Reporting live in Detroit Metro, Camille and Mary, Fox 2 News.
Yeah, Camille, having been at the airport so many times, it does appear that travelers, especially in Metro Detroit, they really do pack their patience. We say it all the time, but they're very good about it. How would you say that travelers are coping?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what it is. We talked about it this in last night's newscast at the 6 o'clock with Brandon Hudson. I don't know if it's the whole Midwest nice thing, but people are just chill. I mean, they're just like, okay, it is what it is. I remember having this problem with a traveler, and he was delayed, but he was actually texting me once he got on the airplane to tell me when his flight was taking off. So we see it time and time again in this market. We've got really great people in Detroit and in the area, and I think people just get it. Some things are just out of our control, and you just have to make the best of the situation, of the cards that you're dealt. Hillary, back to you.
Yeah, I always love an opportunity to highlight how fantastic people are around here. Thank you so much. Camille and Mary live for us tonight. All right, turning to other news. A suspect in a double murder in Shelby Township is now under arrest.
The police able to capture the accused killer early this morning in Romulus, right near the airport. Yesterday, someone shot and killed 2 men at Star Auto Sales on Ryan Road, just north of Auburn Road. Officers were called there for a welfare check. They found a 48-year-old man from Clinton Township, a 40-year-old man from Shelby Township, both shot and killed. The department is expected to hold a news conference regarding this situation on Tuesday.
And a teen was shot after a high school football game. Harper Woods High was taking on Chandler Park Academy in a playoff game at Harper Woods High on Beaconsfield. And there was a large fight there, apparently. Someone opened fire. A 17-year-old boy from Warren was hit in the lower torso. Now, thank goodness he is expected to be okay. Police officers from several departments got there to break up the crowd. We're working to find out more information on a possible suspect.
This is certainly a scary situation for everyone. Several people hurt in a big crash this morning on I-75. It happened in the northbound lanes near Holbrook. Police think a drunk driver in a Dodge Durango was going the wrong way, heading southbound in the northbound lanes, and caused this crash between 3 vehicles. Several people are hurt, including those with broken bones and other possible internal injuries. The alleged drunk driver here is a 38-year-old. The freeway was reopened after several hours. And developing news tonight from the Detroit River, that freighter is now free. The massive vessel ran aground near the Rensen, and it's now once again on the move. We're talking about the Paul J. Martin. It got stuck yesterday on its way to Quebec City. Bearing any other problems, it'll arrive there on Wednesday. That's a day later than originally expected. The ship is about 740 feet long, which is longer, by the way, than the Rensen is tall.
This is a great one. Tonight in Los Angeles, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is getting some new members. Among them, a local band that's put its stamp on music history, the White Stripes. A 7-nation army couldn't hold them back from music immortality.
They put their mark on the world, and they put their mark on the world in a relatively short period.
Jack Gillis met Meg White back in the mid-90s. In 1996, they got married, and he took her last name, and he became Jack White. He is from Detroit. She's from Grosse Pointe Farms. Soon they began performing with Meg on drums and Jack on guitar and singing lead, with distinctive vocals, blistering guitar solos, and driving drum beats. Their songs were a mix of blues and garage rock.
Kind of helped define a scene and define an era in Detroit. They shined a light on the city's garage rock scene.
They took a modern approach to the classic art form, right down to their look.
There was a minimalism involved in their presentation, both musically and visually.
The couple later divorced, but they didn't stop rocking, becoming a local hit, rocking venues in Metro Detroit. In 2003, they hit it big with a song that became a rock anthem, 7-Nation Army. When Jack was a kid, he misheard the Salvation Army as the 7-Nation Army, giving a title to a rock classic. It won a Grammy for Best Rock Song.
Even if you watched any of the World Series, you didn't go 2 innings without hearing the crowd in the stands start doing the 7 Nation Army chant. Oh, 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 oh.
In 2011, the duo broke up, citing a number of reasons, but overall, they won 6 Grammys with 11 nominations. Rolling Stone magazine ranks its album White Blood Cells on its list of the 500 greatest albums of all time. From a city with an incredible mix of music legends, the White Stripes have left their mark on music history.
I think that Detroit/Michigan has more acts in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame than any other region. They're a legendary rock act. I mean, it's in stone now. They're going into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Stop breaking down! All right, we're going to have to wait and see whether Meg White actually makes an appearance at tonight's ceremony. She hasn't performed or done an interview or even posted on social media in more than 15 years.
Yeah, that's no surprise. I mean, she hasn't been around. She kind of got out of the band because she didn't want to be in the limelight, allegedly. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see if she shows up. Other inductees tonight include Cyndi Lauper, Bad Company, Salt and Pepper, Outkast, and many others.
I like the way you said Salt and Pepper.
Salt and Pepper.
Salt and Pepper, that's right.
They're here, and they're in effect. Well, they're not here, but they will be there.
I know what you mean. I think they got it.
All right. Today, an awareness event with a very serious message as we approach Veterans Day. All of that is coming up next. Well, many Americans will be using this weekend to celebrate Veterans Day, honoring those who have served.
Yeah, it's so important for us to do this every year. And today in Royal Oak, it's the annual Ruck 22 March. This is an awareness event. 22 soldiers or veterans die by suicide every single day. Guests are asked to bring 22 items to donate to veterans in need.
Soldiers, sometimes the battle's never done. You know, people that seem like they're doing well, they might not be doing well. So once again, if you have somebody that's more high risk, you know, please contact them, ask them if they're okay. And if there are any problems, you know, there are resources through Oakland County and things of that nature to assist with that as well. They have a crisis line.
And as David Wandoff just mentioned, there's help available. You can also call or text 988. Someone is there to respond 24/7.
Well, everyone has been interested in the snow, and it will be coming as early as tomorrow for us here across pretty much the entire state of Michigan. It starts off first as rain, and there are a few spots that are already picking up on some showers right now. It's just a little further south of the city. Eventually, it's going to transition over into a light wintry mix and then just plain old snow through the day tomorrow. And there's going to be some accumulation. Some spots will see more than an inch. Some other locations might not even pick up an inch of snow. So it's just really location dependent where we do see some of this snowfall accumulation. Now, here is the system right now. It's tracking just a little further south of the state of Michigan, rather. We do have snow showers from Wisconsin extending all the way into Iowa, and then showers from Chicago and areas south. Now, we do have various winter weather advisories out. We have winter storm warnings up near the UP, winter weather advisories along western parts of the state, also up near northeastern parts of the state too, but nothing for us locally quite yet. They might issue something late Sunday night into Monday, but that's mostly because of travel issues more so than snowfall accumulation. So we'll keep our eyes out for that. But right now, we're just looking at some lighter showers down near Lenawee County. There might be some lighter mixing there, but nothing really of detriment, especially if you're out and about later on tonight. I do think moving forward, we do see this winter weather, but it's nothing to cancel plans over. So if you have plans to watch the Lions game tomorrow somewhere outside of your home, still go, still make those plans, still have fun. Just be aware that weather is going to be a little different. We have some of those snow showers moving in early tomorrow morning, rather. By around 3-4 o'clock in the morning, we'll see it transition over into a light mix. There's going to be periods of snow tomorrow morning. By mid-morning, 9 o'clock, widespread snow showers. There will be mixing, too, from time to time as we head through late morning and early afternoon. So it's not going to stay all snow throughout the entirety of the day tomorrow. And then once our weather turns a little bit colder, we'll see it stay as snow, but it's going to start to become a bit more scattered and spotty, especially late Sunday, Monday into Tuesday. Now, these are not high totals. It's going to be wet snow. So it's only going to be really sticking on grassy surfaces. Sidewalks, roadways, I think are going to be in the clear at least throughout the daytime hours tomorrow. A lot of us between that inch and in some extreme cases, maybe 2 inches, but that's going to be down near our southernmost communities. So between 1 inch to around 2 inches of snow at most. 47 degrees today was our forecasted high, the average at 52. We're at 42 right now in the city of Detroit. Temperatures tonight will be falling through the 30s over the next couple days. We are going to get colder. Highs tomorrow in the upper 30s, mid-30s Monday into Tuesday. These are our feel-like temps waking up early Monday too. So we'll feel like we're in the teens heading through at least the first day of next week. Next 7 days do look a little shaky. A lot of winter weather. Then we're back to the 40s as we head through next week. Lorraine, Dave, over to you.
All right, thank you so much, Stephanie. This is fitting because we're talking about something that happens on ice. Red Wings fans are celebrating 100 years of hockey in Hockey Town.
The team holding a fan fest at the Motor City Casino. Fox 2 Scott Wolchek, along with some giant bobbleheads, takes us there.
Take a look at that amazing Datsuk bobblehead. That's right. Where else could you find it but here, celebrating 100 years of Red Wings at the Fan Fest. And of course, I've got someone you might recognize right here, Kara Wolfbauer, who's the in-arena host. And let's kind of talk about this. We've been having so much fun over the past few days and still plenty of fun to have on Sunday. What's been going on all day?
For sure, a lot of really exciting stuff going on and things that you might be able to see in different points of your life, but not all in the same place at the same exact time, where alumni is nearby and games kids can really get involved in as well. Merchandise, so many cool pieces of merchandise, as you can see. He's loving his chain, the bling. Right. He's a big advocate for the bling, but so many cool activities kids can get involved in. Slap shot competitions, skills challenges, arcade games, taking pictures with these bobbleheads. Just a lot of stuff we don't want fans to miss.
And you have been talking with fans all weekend, and it's kind of part of your job to talk to them. Tell me a little bit about this year. People are so excited to celebrate 100 years. I mean, because this is monumental.
Yeah, it only comes one time, right? It's been really special because I always say, no matter what, Hockey Town already has a different vibe to them. Hockey Town always shows up for this team, but especially this year, 100 years, it's been even more so. You didn't think we could level up, and the fan base did. So that's been so amazing to watch. And now that we've been able to have these fan fests, get everybody in the same place at the same time, people are growing together too as a fan base. 100 years, we're trying to relive that all together at one time.
Absolutely, and there's plenty of cool stuff to see, like these epic bobbleheads. We got video games, all these other types of things, even the giant Stanley Cup. And yeah, they even put me in the penalty box a little bit earlier, but there's still tickets available, and you can check it all out here at Motor City Casino all weekend. For now, reporting in downtown Detroit, Scott Wolchek, Fox 2 News.
Oh, a great weekend down at LCA. I almost said Joe Louis Arena. All right, Red Wings preparing for the Blackhawks, and the Lions are looking for a bounce-back win over the Commanders. We'll hear from Dan Campbell coming up next in sports. Start with the Lions looking for a bounce-back win over the Commanders tomorrow. Kirby Joseph has been ruled out for a second straight week with that knee injury, while Taylor Decker and Penei Sewell are expected to play. This week, there's been a lot of talk about Detroit's offensive line and the performance against Minnesota. But Coach Dan Campbell knows to be successful in the NFL, all three phases need to pull their weight.
Ultimately, at the end of the day, as the head coach, man, I just want to know we've got the best team. We have the best version of our team by the time we hit the year. And I'm talking about team, offense, defense, special teams, because that's what wins in this league, man. It's hard to win on one side of the ball, totally. So it takes all three phases. I like where our defense is at right now. Always things to improve, but Shep's doing a hell of a job. Those guys are, I think, are freaking playing at a high level right now. Special teams, that was an outlier last week. We got to come back, be ready to go. This unit, by the way, is really good. Washington, I think they're probably the top unit in the league right now. I mean, these guys are humming. But it's a great test for us that we're ready for. And then offensively, man, we got to do our part. Pick it up and get back to what we were and just get more efficient.
And nobody has forgotten that the Commanders beat us in the postseason last year, right? At home, playoffs, end of their season. Yeah, there's a chip on their shoulder. Hey, be sure to join us tomorrow starting at 10 a.m. Lions Game Day Live. That's followed by Fox NFL Kickoff at 11. Then the Ravens and Vikings start the NFL doubleheader right here on Fox starting at 1 o'clock. Then it's the Lions and Commanders right after that around 4:25. As always, Sports Work Sunday night wraps up the entire day at 11 p.m. So enjoy Week 10 the right way right here on Fox 2. All right, to the NHL, where the Red Wings are in second place in the Atlantic Division and will play host to the Blackhawks tomorrow afternoon at LCA. It is a different Chicago team this season, and Todd McClellan says it's due to former Red Wings coach Jeff Blashill behind the Hawks bench.
Their overall confidence level is much higher because they've earned the right to be confident. And I said it starts with Bedard, but they have structure right now that allows them to to predict where things are going to go. Just that whole coaching staff has done a good job of molding that team quickly. They have some very, very good young players. They've stockpiled them for a while, and they're starting to mature too. So, but all that's done with Blash's guidance. So I think he's done a real good job.
All right, college football, Wolverines and Spartans off this week, but we had a heck of a game in Happy Valley. Number 2 Indiana playing Penn State. Hoosiers up 20-17. Fourth quarter, Fernando Mendoza picked off by King Mack. Penn State takes over, looking to take the lead. Ensuing drive, Ethan Gunkemeyer hits Nicholas Singleton, and he gets his third score of the day. The Nittany Lions are up 24-20. Under 2 minutes left, though, Indiana has 2nd and 17 at their own 13. Mendoza to Omar Cooper Jr. for the big first down. The Hoosiers get all the way to the 7-yard line with 41 seconds left. Take it away, Gus Johnson.
Mendoza in trouble. It's out. Touchdown. Wow. Omar Cooper. Unbelievable. Give him the Heisman Trophy now.
Oh, Gus, going crazy. What a catch, unreal. Omar Cooper Jr. just barely gets a foot down. Indiana survives 27-24. They are now 10-0 this season. And Gus Johnson is a very enthusiastic dude. I love hearing that call. It was fun.
Looks like he got 2 feet down. That would have been good in the NFL. That was an amazing catch.
Give him the Heisman now.
Give it to him now.
That's what he said.
Snow.
How are we looking at snow?
I know.
Let's talk about it.
We have a little bit of precip on radar right now. A lot of it is falling as rain. Snow does return, I think, between 1 inch, 2 inches is going to be kind of the max.
Love
but
it.
It's going to be very much slushy and wintry.
I second your enthusiasm. I'm absolutely ready.
Golf Thursday. I'll shovel on Sunday.
Yes.
There you go.
Fox 2 News at 6. Thank you so much,
We'll
guys.
be on the
for being with us.
screen at 10 o'clock as well. See you then.